this is a tutorial for If It Means a Lot to You by A Day to Remember. And the tuning for the acoustic part is in just standard tuning and a capo on the 3rd fret. And there's 4 chords you're going to want to know how to play. The first one you're going to want to learn to play is a C played like this. On the first 2 strings you want to be on the 3rd fret. Just use your pinky and your ring finger there. And basically it's like a G, but you move over 2 strings. So on the 4th string you're going to be on the 2nd fret. 5th string you're going to be on the 3rd fret. Okay, and the second one is a G. Keep your pinky and your ring finger right where they are, and move your middle finger to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and move your first finger to the 2nd fret of the 5th string. That's a G. And the next one you need to learn is a G suspended 2. You take your first finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and on the 3rd string you also want to be on the 2nd fret. Okay, and the last one is an E minor played like this. For all these chords, these fingers are still going to be here on the 1st and 2nd string. But for the E minor, you want to be on the 2nd fret of the 5th string and the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Okay, so those chords are... Okay, and those are the 4 chords you're going to want to learn for the acoustic part. They're not hard. And the intro is played like this. Okay, it's just those 3 chords. It starts with a C, then goes to the G, then goes to the G suspended. Okay, and it's just those 3 chords played over and over. And then on top of that, another acoustic guitar is playing the lead, which goes like this. On the 3rd string, you want to go 2, 4, and then 2 open. Okay, and it sounds better if you hammer and do pull-offs, but if you're not good at that yet, you can just pick each one. Just like that, but if you hammer it, it sounds better. Okay, and then the note that you play after that is the 4th string, 2nd fret. So right after that, we'll go. Okay. Okay, and you do that twice, so you play that twice. Okay, and then that little strumming that you hear is the 3rd fret barred across the 1st and 2nd strings, and you only want to strum these top 3 strings, string 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that would go. Okay, and then that's where you repeat. You do the hammering thing one more time. Okay, and then right here, on the 4th string, you're going to go 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. Just back and forth, but you have to hear the pattern it goes. You pick it once on the 4th fret and then twice on the 5th fret. 2 more times on the 4th fret. And then once on the 5th fret, and then 2 more times on the 4th fret. So that would go. And then, yeah, right there you end by going back down to the 2nd fret. And this may sound confusing the way I'm numbering the frets. I'm numbering them as if the capo here is 0, open. I'm not counting these ones up here. So this is open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So the last part will go like this. Okay, and then it goes into the first verse, and this verse is played like this. Okay, it's 3 chords repeated over and over. It's the E minor chord first, and then G, and then G suspended. And then you repeat by going back to the E minor. Okay, you do that 4 times, and the last time would go like this. Okay, and then it goes into the la 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 part of the song. But that last part, instead of going E minor, G, G suspended, it's going to go E minor, C, and then G. Okay, and then in the background you'll hear another acoustic guitar just picking one note. All they're doing is hitting the 3rd string open. Okay, that's all it is. And then when it comes to the part where they're singing la la la, you just strum each chord once and it's going to go C, G suspended, E minor, and then right after that you play G and then you keep strumming. Okay, so it's those 3 chords, and then when you get to the G, you don't just strum it once, you keep strumming it. And the palm muting thing that you hear over the top of that is just the first 2 strings on the 3rd fret and the 3rd string open. And you want to just slightly palm mute that and go. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and then the chorus is played like this. Okay, it's just those 4 chords repeated over and over. It's G, G suspended, E minor, and then C. Okay, and you do that whole thing twice, and then right after the second time, you play a G as it goes back into the intro. Okay, and then it goes back into the intro, which I already showed you how to play. Okay, and then verse 2 comes in, and it's the same as the first verse. And then now the second time the la la la's come in, it's pretty much the same. You do what I said earlier, those 3 chords strummed one at a time. And then the G. But then you do the 3 chords strummed one at a time one more time. Okay, and then when you get to that G, you strum it over and over again, just like before. Okay, and then another chorus, and then after the chorus is the bridge. The chords on the bridge are going to be strummed just once, like similar to the la la la's part, but the chords are going to go C, and then G, and then you strum the G again. It doesn't show it on the tabs there, but you do strum it again. I listened to this song and made sure. So the G twice, and then the E minor, and then you do the E minor again, and then the G suspended. And then when they say, is this really happening, you pick up the strumming. Okay, and then the last part of the bridge is all strumming, and the chords are C, G, E minor, G suspended. And these are all strummed regularly. Except right at the very end when they say, we knew it would happen eventually, right on the word happen, you strum the G suspended once and then mute the strings. So it'll go like this. And then during this last part of the bridge, you'll hear that electric guitar building up. I'll show you that next. And then right after you mute that string, or right after you mute that chord, the G suspended, it goes into the outro. And there might be acoustic guitar in there. If you want to play it, the chords are on the screen. You just repeat these ones here. It's just C, G suspended, E minor, G. And you take those 4 chords and just repeat them all the way until the end. And that's it for the acoustic guitar. And this is the part where the electric guitar comes in halfway through the bridge. The second part of the bridge, it's all palm muted. And the electric guitar is also in standard tuning, but there's no capo. So the chords are going to be called different than what they were with the acoustic. When the acoustic guitar is halfway through the bridge playing the C, G, E minor, G suspended, you're going to play these chords on the electric. Okay, they're the same chords, they're just going to be called something different on electric because there's no capo. The first one that matches up with the C is a D sharp on the electric. And that's the 5th string, 6th fret, 3rd and 4th string on the 8th fret. And then when the acoustic plays a G, your electric guitar is going to play an A sharp. That's the 6th string, 6th fret. Next 2 strings, the 5th and the 4th string, on the 8th fret. Okay, and then when the acoustic guitar plays an E minor, on the electric guitar you're going to play a G. These are all power chords, by the way. It's the 6th string, 3rd fret, 5th and 4th string, 5th fret. Okay, and then when the acoustic guitar plays the G suspended chord, what you're going to play on the electric is an A suspended. It's the 6th string, 5th fret, 5th string, 8th fret, 4th string, 7th fret. Okay, so those are the chords. And that's what you play for the second half of the bridge, and they're all palm muted. Okay, and you play it the exact same way as the acoustic. When the phrase comes in, we knew it'd happen eventually. Right when they say happen, you strum that G suspended once more. Actually, it's an A suspended on here, and then stop it. Okay, and then the outro comes in, and all of this is not palm muted, obviously, you can tell by the song. And the chords are, on the acoustic, C, G suspended, E minor, G. But on the electric, it's going to be D sharp, A suspended, G, and then A sharp. Okay, so it's going to go like this. Okay, it's just those 4 chords over and over. I already showed you how to play them right before this. It's the same exact chords, just in a little bit different order. So on electric, the outro goes D sharp, A suspended, G, and then A sharp. And that's it. And then you hear that high part coming in halfway through the outro. And I couldn't find the tabs for it, but I kind of tried to figure it out by ear. And to me, it sounded like this, with maybe the occasional hammer like this. Just like that. I think that's how it's played. On the first string, that's going to be the 13th fret, second string, 11th fret. And you just strum those 2. And that little hammer I did was on the second string, 13th fret. And that's it for If It Means a Lot to You by A Day to Remember. Thanks for watching.